Okay, hi, and welcome back to my channel. It's Hope for Change, or Puzzle Master, depending what you want to call me from when you know me from. Today's video is about capsules, making medicinal capsules. Okay. Now, one key device that I found, I purchased this a long time ago. It's a really cool device. Oh. Backwards. Okay, well, it says cap 'em quick. Okay, so dang it. Sorry, it's reversed like that, but everything else should appear normal. Pretty much, except for words. Now, I highly recommend to buy this cap 'em quick device. You can still basically tell what it looks like. There's a guy on it, and it looks like a giant capsule. Now, when you open that, inside of it, it's going to come with, like, all of this. Okay. Now, I know I'm not really doing the best job at showing you this, but that's pretty much what comes in the package. It can make, like, 50 capsules at a time, so it's a lot faster than making them one by one. Now, you'll also have to buy the capsules, like, empty, and then fill them yourselves. Now, why I'm mentioning this to you is because a lot of things at the health food store, and I'm not dissing health food stores, because, like, it's not, they're not even the ones that are necessarily making the product. Most of the things they have to order from other people. Now, the more steps are involved in, like, from the herb coming from the ground to getting into your stomach, the more it's going to cost. Because, well, the more steps, the more people that had to work, that they had to get that to you. Now, if you're willing to do a lot of that work yourself, you'll save a lot of money. And this is kind of why I'm telling you this. And if you're watching this, I really want to give you, like, a personal props, just because it means that you're really taking your health to the next level, because you've realized that, like celery and carrots and all that good stuff is really good for you, and, like, you do need to eat it, but it's not actually the most crucial or important thing in your diet, because there's herbs that have been around all over the planet for, like, thousands of years in, like, ancient Ayurvedic medicine, or that's from India, or from ancient Taoism, which is from China. So there's Taoism and Ayurvedics. There's a whole bunch of other genres, but, like, basically, like, herbalism, you want to call it that. It's basically just, to put it in, like, a little nutshell, is that, like, if you take a whole bunch of plants from all over the world that were all, like, given to us from, like, if you believe in God or not, that's fine, or if you don't, that's fine, but free to believe what you want. But I just mean, all of these plants were already here on this earth. A lot of medicines I don't think we have to necessarily synthesize and make artificially through lab chemical processes, when they don't need to be derived. They already naturally exist in nature. And these compounds, we evolved from nature. Like, before we became all technology and all that, like technified or whatever you want to call it. We were pretty much like nature, like hunter and gatherers. So if you want to go from, like, being hunter-gatherer to, like, living in a city, you're not going to be getting any of these, like, ancient Taoism or, Ayurvedic herbs. Like, you just won't get them into your diet. For example, I do have a ton that I could show you, but I figured it'd be better if I just keep this simple. So I'm already going on 4 minutes, and I haven't even showed it to you yet. So this is also chaga. That's a label in there. Or, well, there is a label in there, I should say, that says what it is. But it's chaga. It's C-H-A-G-A. Or shaga, however you want to pronounce it. It's a word. Now, one thing about chaga is that, like, it contains SOD, superoxide dismutase, and our body does make that, but it cannot really be found in very many foods. And it's a superoxide, which means that it's like really, really good for our body, and better so than like, you know, just oxidants or antioxidants, because it's a super antioxidant. Okay, like, you can Wikipedia this if you think that I'm just bullshitting you, but SOD, like cap lock, it's superoxide dismutase, and you find that in chaga, and you won't really find it in any other food. So, you know, you could eat tons of broccoli and celery and all this other stuff, and then there's zero because you can't find it in it. That's why celery isn't an ancient Chinese medicinal herb, you know. But these plants can be found. There's a whole bunch out there. This video is not supposed to be about that. It's just about making the capsules, you know, from this Cap and Quick thing. But there's a lot of different herbs that you can personalize to put into these capsules, you know. Whatever health issues that you might have, you can combat them without necessarily having to get prescription drugs, or just if you want to, like, live longer. You know, a lot of people, if you look up, like, David Vitalis, people online, on YouTube, longevity, stuff like that, they all know about this stuff, and it's just that too many people are just, you know, you have to go about your modern day cycle, you know. And this video, I think, should help you, because, you know, you gotta get this Cap and Quick device, and you gotta get these gel capsules, and then look up ancient Taoism and Ayurvedics, you know. Figure out what you want to actually be putting in these capsules. For example, myself, arthritis and a lot of joint pain and things to do with, like, not even necessarily the joints, but like the connective tissues, so not necessarily the muscles, but where the muscles join to joints. For me, that wears really fast, and like I'm 25, okay? Cat's out of the hat now, but yeah, and like I'm 25, I'm pretty healthy for my age, like, and even compared to people that are only 25 and my age, you know, I look around and a lot of people don't necessarily seem as healthy or as happy as they could potentially be. Now, I know turmeric is a really good spice. That's this one here. I made these. You can buy turmeric capsules at the health food store, but it would cost probably like $20 for, like, I don't know, this size amount, which isn't that much if you look at it. Now, it was $42, okay, because I am reading from this, but it's going to be backwards too, so I'm sorry, but there was it was $42, and there was 1,000 capsules, okay? So you could make, okay, so there's like 50 capsules in the average bottle, you know? That's a lot. So you could either buy 2 that are pre-made for you, or you can make a lot yourself, you know? And benefit from the effects without having to, like, just frivolously throw the money away, you know? But, yeah, just go to your local health food store, ask them if they have a Cap and Quick. That's what it's called, like, Cap and Quick. Like, try to flip it, okay, if you can't, use your imagination. But that's what it says. You can get the capsules in different size, but it's really up to you. I went with size 00, just because I think that was the largest size that wasn't like a horse pill, and they cost like the same for, you know, a smaller size, 100 of them, bigger size, 100 of them, so it makes more sense to get the larger size if you're going to be ingesting it, right? I think anyway. But I'm going in 10 minutes now, so this video is basically that you should make some capsules and start incorporating some natural herbs into your diet, because some of these ancient Chinese, Ayurvedic, Taoism, like from India and all that, from all these different ancient cultures, these herbs should be not really thought of necessarily as medicine. Now, you still should research these herbs, because a lot of these herbs could have complications if they were ingested with medications. But if you research each one individually, I'm sure that you'll actually notice a lot of them should more be thought of as food. You know, because even carrots, you could eat too much carrots and you turn orange and you can die, like of carotene overdose, right? Because the carotene in carrots, and carrots are food. You know, if you talk to someone about like, oh, you should get into eating carrots more, they're not going to look at you and be like, oh, well, that's like a medicine, isn't it? But a lot of people I try to talk to about this herbal stuff, they seem to think that it's like medication, and it's not. It's actually going back to where the medicine originally came from before they synthesized it in labs and made it like not natural. So if you want to take the more natural approach and be a little more caring, loving to your body by giving it natural things, because your body is a natural thing that, you know, came from nature. So if you want to like give it the proper nutrients that you need, then good for you. Appreciate that you watched it to the end if you made it this far, and that means that you're really you must have some really good inner spark for wanting to seek knowledge about your health. But don't just spend all day on YouTube. You gotta go out there and go to the health food store, okay? Get out there and go get on this, okay? Mwah. Thanks for watching. Bye. And subscribe if you haven't.